DragonCon Crispy here, and with our friend Ethan. Ethan,
how you doing?
My friend, thank you for joining us finally to DragonCon, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited you're here.
I'm very excited
on
to be
personal
here.
reasons, but right out of the gate, how do you feel about all this? I know you just got here, but how's it like taking it in? Where's it taking you?
It's immense. I mean, the energy is incredible. People are so excited and happy to be here and already partying. And it just seems like a total blast.
It is going to be. Have you done a lot of conventions in the last few years? Or is this still like a relatively new scene for you?
This is very new for me.
I had a feeling. Once you hit the genre shows, it all kind of goes crazy. So, seventh con in general, though.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to do those 7 cons? Like, what's the time frame for those 7 cons?
I did my first, I think, in May.
Wow. So it's 7 just this summer, basically.
Yeah.
How are you standing? Well, you're not standing now, but that is just a lot of going.
It's been intense.
Do you feel like it's just a work thing for you at that point? Because obviously you're going representing the products, but is it just more relaxed and casual for you?
At the beginning, I was quite nervous about it. I had no idea what to expect. And I wasn't sure how people felt about my work on the show.
Right.
I didn't read too much of myself online. I tried to stay away from that.
That's understandable.
But the response has been so warm and wonderful. And it's really such a privilege to meet the fans and take in their warmth and their excitement, and I get to, make people smile and happy, and it's like really awesome.
You actually get to give that back. With a theater background, you can you get a little bit more immediate response.
Yeah.
With film and TV, obviously you don't have that.
Yeah.
So do you feel like this might kind of substitute that feedback that you get?
Yeah,
then?
actually somebody made that comparison.
Okay.
Like, I'm so glad you're doing these. It's an actor friend of mine, because in the theater you get that feedback immediately. And it must be so nice for you to go out. Actually, it was one of my acting teachers, Jim Neeb, said this.
Okay, nice.
And I was like, oh, that's a great point, yeah. And it has been confidence boosting, and it's made me feel so good, and it's just great, man. I love it.
Was this something that you were worried about? We'll kind of dive into disco for a bit.
Yeah.
Taking on an iconic role. Was that something that you were worried about what the fan opinion was?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
totally,
fair.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like, horrified.
Yeah.
So, I've told this story many times.
Of course.
I tell it probably every single time I go to a con, but
you don't have to then. It's okay.
I'll do the broad strokes.
All right.
So when I auditioned for it, I didn't know it was for Spock.
Right.
And by the end of the auditioning process, I discovered who it was for, and I was shook.
Yeah.
I was shook because I was like, is this going to be good for me? Like, am I worthy of this? Am I going to screw this up?
Right.
It could be career ending. It could destroy me. It could destroy my confidence. Because it's a lot of pressure and a lot of obligation.
Ton.
And I understand. I'm a huge science fiction fan.
Right.
And I understand how much it means to people. And but luckily, I was surrounded by such incredible cast and crew and production, and I think it all worked out pretty well. So.
Man, I know as a personal fan of the product, you killed it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure you've heard that a lot, and you're going to keep hearing that a lot. I hope.
It never gets old.
That's good. Yeah, as an actor, again, I understand that, man. You love being able to give that back, and like as a Star Trek nerd, with what disco's been doing, it's a little nerve-wracking, right? It's kind of bending not just the genre but the franchise a bit.
Yeah.
With season 2 kind of returning to the literal roots of the universe, a lot of people kind of gave it the side eye. They're like, oh no. You're redoing Spock and all that. I don't know about that, but man.
Same here, man.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way,
I can understand that. It all worked. Like with you guys, Anson as well. Just all of you guys.
Yeah, he was amazing. Yeah, the whole cast. I mean, I was so excited to become a part of it because I knew it was going to make me grow and make me a better actor. Because
you got some of the best people in the industry on that show. I think so. Yeah.
Thanks. I mean, the level of work is so high. So high that I came into, and so. It's been a dream, man. What was
one of the things that you're going to look back on, hopefully positively, and go, man, I can't believe I did that? Or is that just the whole experience for you?
Man, just the whole thing. I'm still kind of wrapping my head around it and processing it. I feel like my likeness and my body's been plugged into this thing that's so much bigger than me.
Yeah.
And I get to be a passenger in my own body and be along for the ride.
I love that.
And it's just been magic. I mean, really, it might sound like a hyperbole, but
no, I totally
mean
get
it, man.
that.
It's been amazing. It's a dream job.
Yeah, I mean, it's the experience of your experience, and just being able to enjoy that. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I can't imagine what you're feeling right now, but I'm thankful you're telling me.
I feel good, man.
But
I feel great.
It's such a positive thing that I'm getting off of you right now from that.
Yeah.
And I hope that this is invigorating for years to come. Like, obviously, I hope the career carries on into beautiful places, but it just sounds like this whole year that you guys worked on this is something that you're always going to be able to cherish.
Oh yeah, I remember I was working with, I had my 3rd episode, I think it was with Jonathan Frakes, who obviously plays Riker, from Next Gen, and I was like, this is magic, man. Like, I'll probably never get this again. He was like, don't say that. But because the atmosphere and those involved, it was just like so elevated and supportive, and everybody that's on the show really believes in the message. You know, and as an actor, like, to deliver a message as human and as accepting and hopeful as ours is a dream.
And it's a positive thing that we need right now.
Absolutely.
I turn to TV for escapism. I'm not going to say, like, Handmaid's Tale is a beautiful show. It's a hard watch.
Yeah.
Obviously, especially given the climate of everything today. So shows like Discovery, I'm a creature of hope. Give me that hope back in my fiction.
Yeah.
You know,
I just watched this great science fiction film, High Life.
I've been hearing about that.
By Claire Denis and Robert Pattinson stars, who I have a huge actor crush on.
Are you looking forward to him and Willem Dafoe?
Oh my gosh, yeah. My buddies and I are very
all right, cool, awesome. You'll know what I'm talking about, but carry on, sorry.
Yeah, see that trailer, it's pretty awesome. But High Life leaves you in a very dark place.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, I think cinema should. I'm not saying, like, I don't go to those dark places, but when I go there, I need to enjoy the whole experience. So I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah, you should.
I've been putting it off. Con season's busy for me. The last couple of months is like prepping for this, but that's good. Well, when it comes to like other deep cuts of science fiction like that, this is the world in which you grew up in and loved. Where do you go back to for your roots?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
I mean, Alien is like all-time masterpiece.
Beautiful
piece of
movie.
Art for me. Yeah. Obviously, 2001.
Interesting.
I saw the Nolan. Right, he did an unrestoration or something. What did he call it?
Kind of like brought the grain back in. I forget the term for it.
He like retuned the audio.
Yeah,
restored the film basically. And Blade Runner for me is like all time.
What did you like the sequel? Was that last year?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was so great.
Visually just perfect.
Yeah.
And
Roger finally won. Roger Deakins.
Oh my God,
the Oscar for the cinematography. Yeah.
Long overdue.
Yeah.
Are you a Dune fan? Are you looking forward to Dune?
Yeah, I'm very much
all right. So we're gonna geek out for Dune for like the next 30 minutes.
All right, great.
Because that is my jam. Like I've got the director's cut of the Lynch film, the Sci-fi miniseries, the Children of Dune miniseries.
Yeah. And I mean the book is phenomenal.
The book. So there are 3 books for me. Not to talk about me. I apologize here.
No, let's do it.
But like Dune is like one of the corners of who I am. It's a hard book, I won't lie. Like, it's not an easy book for people to read.
Yeah.
But the ideology and the theology about it, I'm not a religious person myself, but just the way all of that comes together for me. I read that in, like, God, the 7th grade. And it is just stuck with me.
Yeah.
Ever since.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, I'm excited to, if you're excited, we'll go off on that.
Yeah, I'm pumped, and I think Timothy Chalamet is just incredible.
Oh, my God, yeah.
He's, so talented. So I'm glad they're bringing talent like that to it.
Yeah.
And I know I've heard some other big names, I can't remember now, but...
Oh, when it comes to the cast, it's one of the best...
It's bananas.
Yeah. Every time they announce someone else, I would post on social media. I'm not the type of person to do the, oh my God, freak out, but every single time I'm like, can you guys stop?
Yeah.
I can't take this. Like, it's one of the crazy ensembles I've ever seen.
Yeah. So what are the other 2 books?
Oh, man. It's weird. Fahrenheit 451.
Okay. Classic.
There's a really strong message. I was in line, the last time I read that, I go to Disney parks a lot, obviously a bit of a Disney nerd here. And I'm just reading that in line for Star Tours, and the security guy's like, some pretty serious reading right now. I'm like, I'm just prepping for what's coming, kind of mentality, you know.
Yeah.
I read that book like once a year. And American Gods.
Okay.
I've been a big fan of Neil Gaiman for a decade. I love the TV show, but the book, like those 3 books for me.
Oh, I haven't read them.
They're great. American Gods, it's just, what if gods lived today? But you don't know they're around, and it focuses on Odin in America, and he's a con man. And if you've ever read anything of Neil Gaiman, he has that whimsy, that love, and it's just a beautiful book.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to check it out.
I can dig it out and push it on.
I just finished reading Solaris, Stanislav Lem.
Yeah. I've never had the strength in me to read that. So
man, you
how
should
was
check
that?
it out.
Yeah?
It's again super dark.
Yeah. Okay. I'm here for that.
But like just an amazing exploration of consciousness and humanity and existence. It's all the big questions that we get to ask in sci-fi.
Which are important questions.
Yeah.
You know, like you have your fluff sci-fi, sure. I'm here for the appearance. I'm here for the action. Yeah. But it's the stuff that gets like cerebral and fun, like that I'm in for.
You'll love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there something big coming out then? Like current releases or in the next couple months that you're looking forward to?
For books or film?
Yes, whatever. Just like let's go with the deepness.
Nothing comes to mind. I just saw the Terminator trailer.
With the return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
oh my God.
Yeah, Terminator Dark Day? No.
It's Dark something. Dark Fury.
Dark Fate.
Dark Fate. Yeah.
That looks pretty great.
Yeah.
Sarah Connor coming back.
I'm excited to see Linda back in that role.
There was something else I saw that I just can't remember now. There's so much content out there.
There's
like,
a lot,
flows in and out.
that's been a common conversation point for me today. Is it's a good problem to have that we have this overabundance of content.
Yeah.
It means work for all of you guys in the industry. It means great storytelling for those of us on the consumer side.
Yeah.
And I like having too much to watch. And this house, this convention, it's all got a home here. And I love seeing people's enthusiasm for stuff that I don't get to see.
Yeah.
And I get to feel how they feel through that. I kind of feed off of that a bit. So hopefully you'll kind of pick up on that here. This house is crazy, my friend.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
Oh, and the Joker.
You know, I'm mixed on that one.
Really? How
so
come?
here's
Tell
the thing.
me.
I love Joaquin Phoenix, and I love the director. But when it comes to a point of mental health and the stigma of, oh, he just has mental problems, that's why he's crazy. Like, I dig what they're doing, but they're riding a very fine line between falling into the classic trope of, oh, he's just a bad guy because he's mentally insane.
Right. That's
with
a
the
great
whole
point.
with the whole institutionalized aspects and things like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And I'm cautiously optimistic. I think visually it's great.
Yeah.
Joaquin's an amazing actor.
I guess as an actor nerd, I'm like so excited to see what he does.
Oh,
but that's a great point
he's going to explore the role 100%. Like everything that he's ever touched, he really, really gets into. Like Her is a great example. Did you get around to watching Her?
Yeah,
exactly. So it's got a potential, but that's where I'm a little nervous about it. So
understandable. Yeah.
That's my thing. God, I don't know how long we've been going here, but we can keep doing this all day if they don't cut me off. Just kind of going forward, though, what do you want out of the future of sci-fi?
That's a great question that I've not been asked before. As a viewer, as a participant,
yes,
as everything?
Just whatever. Like for you,
I would love to do more of it. I mean, growing up, I've always loved film, especially science fiction film.
Right.
And I think I'd like to make what I would watch.
Yeah.
And so, I just hope that they keep making human stories in these fantastical realities or alternate futures or presence. And I think sci-fi gives us a lot of hope, and it forces us to ask questions of ourselves now, you know, about what we're doing with the Earth and with one another, and in such a unique and exciting way. Allegory, you know, is so big in science fiction, and I love that you can be a little bit removed and watch it at one point in your life and not really know what it's talking about when
then
you're
you
younger.
come back to it.
And you come back and you see so much more. And I think just keep doing what we're doing and make more classics, more science fiction classics.
I'm there for that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, before we get going, I want to keep talking to you forever, but I've got to stop this.
This has been great.
We've got the random question from our bucket here. This is our little gimmick, our little gag here.
I like it.
Random questions from the internet.
Ooh.
Let's see what you got. Dig deep, get a color of your choice.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
How about this one?
I'm sure it'll be a good one.
And so folks have submitted these from the internet? They're
These
just
are,
general
I get on
questions?
Facebook, give me icebreaker questions.
Ooh, okay.
And just because anyone can answer them. And let's see what kind of story we get out of this.
What is the scariest thing you've done for fun?
Wow.
That's a good question.
All right.
Thank you to whomever asked that. Oh man, I've done some scary stuff.
Yeah.
Probably riding motorcycles. I rode motorcycles in LA for a while, and that was terrifying in retrospect.
I can see that. Was that for fun or was that for work?
For fun.
Okay, all right.
And also, like growing up in LA, it's such a life hack. You can lane split in California.
Yeah.
But I was in a crazy accident, and then years later, my buddy was right in front of me. He hit a deer. We were driving through canyons, and that's when I stopped because it was so out of our control.
Right.
But I mean, it was spectacular. He went flipping over the motorcycle and went to the hospital, and I mean, I laughed as he walked away.
It's a good story, but in the moment you're like,
yeah,
what am I doing?
That's when I retired it.
That's fair. I think that's a fair reason to stop that. I'm pro motorcycle, obviously, but it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
And people just don't. In Atlanta, you say split lanes. You know, in California, people do that here, but they're not supposed to.
Right.
And as a cyclist, I used to cycle the city all the time. I get anxious about that kind of thing. So,
yeah. Understandable.
Well, hopefully the next dangerous thing you go on to will be something that you can go, okay, I can dig this a little bit more. So we'll see where it goes. Like for me, like bungee jumping, I was talking bungee jumping earlier.
Yeah, what's this for you?
I can't do that. Man, you know, the scariest thing that you do for fun, it used to be this. I've been doing this for 7 years, like talking to people.
Oh yeah, this is a thrill.
Yeah, because you get to talk to people and dig deep, and not everyone's as receptive as you are to this, and that's just the nature of the thing.
Yeah.
And so, like for me, like in this profession, the fear is, what if I get someone who doesn't want to talk? I don't like to make people uncomfortable ever in life in general.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put people on a negative spotlight.
I get it, man.
So,
yeah. I mean, doing this kind of work is thrilling. It's like very scary.
It is.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it. So all the same.
Maybe this can answer that question too. Like being an actor is a scary.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I think that's why I gravitated towards this, from being a stage actor to coming like, all right, I'll talk to people. It's fine. I hate it. I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I hate talking to people, but I'm glad I get these opportunities all the same. So enough about me, my friend. We would probably talk for half an hour. I don't know what time it is anymore.
Yeah.
It's been a day. I hope we get the chance to do this again down the road someday.
Yeah, me too.
And I will try to at least stop by one of your panels and at least say hi. Because I've met some of your people. We had Mary the Chief, a bunch of your crew here last year.
Huh?
Yeah. So I'm gonna come back and say hi to some folks. And you guys need to come check out the whole disco crew. And man,
we're nice guys, you know.
And just enjoy your con, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
for having me.
Thank you, and thank you, DragonCon.
Thank you, DragonCon.